Today we are in the state of Arizona at Coconino National Forest. Hi, I'm Skymar Thaler, and welcome to another episode of Rooftops of America. Today we are in Coconino National Forest, home to the highest peak in the state of Arizona. Located in north-central Arizona, in the Kachina Peaks Wilderness section of the National Forest, Humphreys Peak is part of the larger San Francisco Mountain. The peak is named after Andrew Humphreys, a Civil War general who, as the chief of engineers for the U.S. Army, was responsible for sending the expeditions to the area that would survey and map the American Southwest. Humphreys and its sisters in the San Francisco Peaks form a caldera of an extinct stratovolcano. Geologists speculate that it last erupted 2 million years ago. Prior to that, it would have formed a giant peak. The blast and later glacial erosion collapsed it into the bowl that you see today. A modern example of this is what happened with Mount St. Helens in the 1980 eruption. These peaks are wonders, containing 4 different life zones, one of them being the only alpine tundra in the state of Arizona. They also have special significance for the Native American tribes in the region, with religious and spiritual aspects being attributed to them. So, it's about 4.8 miles from here to the summit. The best advice is to start this hike rather early in the day, so you don't get caught out by bad weather later in the afternoon. To add to that, right now, it's monsoon season here in Arizona, which makes the possibilities a little bit more. But the skies are beautiful right now, so let's get hiking. Here we are at tree line, 11,400 feet, about a little over 3 miles into the hike since we stepped off. As we continue to go up, we will become more and more exposed to the elements until finally, when you're on the ridge, you are 100% exposed. And one of the things that Humphreys Peak is known for is its high winds. Gusts have been recorded well over 50 miles an hour up here, so it's another thing, another challenge to consider before stepping off on this hike. Altitude sickness can be another challenge up here. The best way to prevent it is to stay hydrated. I can't emphasize enough, bring plenty of water for this hike. If, for some reason, you feel symptoms coming on, it's always best to play it safe and descend down so you can climb another day. As you are ascending, remember to keep an eye on the weather. It can quickly take a turn for the dramatic. If it does, immediately descend below the tree line. This peak has a few tricks up its sleeve once you actually clear the tree line. Before getting to the summit proper, you have to cross over 3 false summits before the final ascent. Right now we're sitting at the second. As you make your way across the ridge, keep your eyes open for these wooden posts and the more worn sections of rock to stay on the trail. Here we are on the rooftop of Arizona, Humphreys Peak, coming in at 12,633 feet, makes this the 12th highest state high point in the U.S. The views up here are spectacular. You have the Grand Canyon to the north, the Painted Desert to the east, Sedona, and on very clear days all the way to Phoenix. Definitely worth checking out. I'm Scott Marthaler, and thanks for joining me on another episode of Rooftops of America. We'll see you soon.